Hi everybody. Came in a slightly different way today, didn't I? Do you notice anything different about me today? Yes, I've got a different shirt on, no glasses. That's because I thought we'd do something else slightly different to begin with. We've been looking at all the Letterland characters so far. We've looked at Annie Apple and Bouncy Ben, and that's the letter A and the letter B, and we've also looked at Clever Cat, the letter C. So I thought they're all letters of the alphabet, and there's a song that I know called the Alphabet Song, and I bet you know it as well. And I thought maybe we could have a little sing song and sing that. So here's my guitar, and it should be in tune. Yeah, I think it is. Oops, a bit wobbly there. That's better. Yeah. So I'm going to start, and then you can join me in the next verse. Ready? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I've sung my ABC. Next time won't you sing with me? Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now we've sung our ABC. Next time you can sing with me. Fantastic. And I hope you're all singing at home. Everybody can join in next time. Anyway, we'll have a go next time. So be prepared tomorrow to sing. Sing your voices at the ready. Right. Now, next character is Dippy Duck. And for that, I need my specs because these are my reading glasses. Okay, so I'll pop them on. And here we go. Dippy Duck. Dippy Duck dresses up. Dippy, dippy, dippy. D, 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 d. D, D, D makes the D sound. Dippy Duck dressing. Okay? So I wonder what's going to happen in this story. Okay. One day, Dippy Duck was having dinner when there was a knock on her dock door. Dippy saw a big red card appear through her letterbox. It landed on the doormat. Dippy stopped eating and picked it up. "Dear Dippy," said the card, "please come to a fancy dress party tonight." Dippy Duck was delighted. She loves dressing up. Dippy thought and thought about different ways of dressing up. She thought of dressing up as a donkey, but decided she didn't have enough legs. She thought of dressing up as a dragon, but decided that her tail was too short. "I will go and look in my dressing up drawer," she decided. "There's bound to be something in there." The first thing Dippy found was a pair of dark sunglasses. She should put them on. Then she found an old hat and an old coat. She put them on too. She also found a feather duster. "Oh, that will do for a beard," she thought. Then, when she looked in the mirror, Dippy was delighted with her disguise. "I look like a detective," she said to herself. "Now I will need something to cover up my duck feet." She dived back into the drawer to find some boots to wear. Soon it was time to leave for the party. Dippy was very excited. As she set off down the path through the woods, she thought of all the delicious food there would be to eat. That made her very hungry. Then she thought she heard a strange noise. She peered into the darkness of the wood. But there was nothing to be seen. "Now's my chance to be a real detective," decided Dippy. So she crept through the bushes to take a closer look. What she found made her rather frightened. Poking out from behind a big bush was a long spiky tail. It was covered in spots, and when Dippy poked it, it wriggled from side to side. This looks dangerous, thought Dippy. She tried to remember if any of the other animals in Letterland had such a funny tail, but she couldn't think of a single one. Dippy had to find out more about this strange beast, so she peeked round the bush. There, standing right in front of her, was a huge animal. It had a long, thin neck and a tiny head. All down its back were big diamond-shaped spines. There was no doubt about it. It was definitely a dinosaur. Dippy Duck felt dizzy. The dinosaur looked so frightening. Dippy wondered if dinosaurs ate ducks. "Oh, I do hope they don't," she said to herself. Dippy Duck was about to run away when she realised that the dinosaur wasn't alone. Standing nearby was a donkey with funny legs that seemed to go in different directions, and a doctor with a rather large nose dressed in a smart white coat. Dippy Duck began to see more and more rather odd-looking people and animals. There was even a dragon who was trying to hide behind a tree. Then Dippy Duck saw a big table covered with lots of food. Everyone was helping themselves, even the dinosaur. At last, Dippy realised there was where she was. This was the fancy dress party. It was being held in the woods. Dippy Duck was most relieved. Now, instead of being frightened, she began to wonder who everyone was behind their disguise. Just then, the spiky-tailed dinosaur came up to her and said, "We've all decided that we need your help." "Why me?" asked Dippy Duck. "Because you are a detective," said the dinosaur. "That means you can help us find out who everyone is." "Oh," laughed Dippy, "all right." Dippy Duck started to look at everyone more closely. She looked at the doctor's face. But she couldn't recognise him. Then she looked down at his feet. She was sure she had seen those feet somewhere before. Then she guessed. "You are the hairy hat man." And he was. Then she studied the donkey. What were those golden strands of hair poking out from the donkey's neck? It didn't take Dippy long to work out that the front end of the donkey was Golden Girl and the back end was Naughty Nick. Soon she had guessed who nearly everyone was, even the terrible-looking dragon. She was really the Wicked Witch. There was only one left, the dinosaur. Who could it be? Dippy thought she knew, but just as she was about to speak, the hairy hat man appeared with all the fancy dress prizes. "Here we have the prize for the best disguise," said the hairy hat man. "I think it should go to the dinosaur because nobody can guess who he is." "Wait a minute," yelled Dippy Duck. "I think it's really Eddie Elephant." And sure enough it was. "But he should still get the prize," she added. "Oh, thank you," smiled Eddie. "And here's a special prize for you, for being such a good detective." "How wonderful," said Dippy, and she really was delighted. "Next time there's a fancy dress party," she thought to herself, "I shall dress up as a detective again." The end. That sounded like a really good fun party, didn't it? Now, I want to try something now. So what I want you to do is to run off and get yourself a pencil and paper from somewhere, okay? And I'm going to wait here for a little bit. So off you go. I might just play the guitar just for a little tad while you do that, okay? And you should be back with a pencil and paper by the time I finish. Okay, got your pencils and paper? So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to read one page in the story right at the beginning, and I want you to see how many words begin with the letter D, makes the D sound, and try and write them down. Okay? You ready? Listen carefully. One day, Dippy Duck was having dinner when there was a knock on her duck door. Dippy saw a big red card appear through her letterbox. It landed on the doormat. Dippy stopped eating and picked it up. "Dear Dippy," said the card, "please come to a fancy dress party tonight." Dippy Duck was delighted. She loved dressing up. Okay. Written them down? Add them up. So when I read tomorrow's story, which is going to be E, it's going to be Eddie Elephant, before we do that, I'm going to tell you how many words there were beginning with the letter D and read through them all, and you can tick them off on your list and see if you've got them, okay? So, goodbye from Dippy Duck and goodbye from Mr. C, and I will see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye.